My name is Mark-de-Clive-Lowe. I'm a piano player, musician, DJ, remixer, and creative collaborator. My musical style is quite the melting pot. I grew up playing piano. I grew up aspiring to be a jazz musician, wanting to play piano in New York with the Straight-Ahead Cats. And then I discovered club music, samplers, drum machines, breakbeats, jungle, hip-hop. So for me it's all about bringing together all those influences and styles and flavors. Being in Japan a lot as a teenager, I was really inspired by all the great musicians touring through there, seeing Wynton Marsalis do a Love Supreme with Elvin Jones and seeing Joe Henderson play and all these amazing musicians. It really inspired me to the point where I was enrolled in law school in New Zealand when I went back, and on the first day I was like, no, I'm not going. I'm going back to sleep and I'm doing music. When I was doing a lot of club music, like dance parties, and I'd have all the beats prepared, but there was one show I did in Budapest where I'd run out of beats and they wanted more like us to play an encore. And I said no. The promoter said, yeah, you'll do an encore. So I got on stage and I thought, well, I better program a beat. So I put the drum machine in record and just started improvising beats. And that really took me back to what I love about jazz music, like being able to be in the moment and be able to respond to that moment in a purely creative way. So from that point on, that was how I always would operate. Every show was created from scratch. It was the inspiration of the moment, the energy of the moment, and the artistic essence of the moment. The Remix Trio came out of a solo show I do actually which has always been called Remix Live, where I'd have a creative acapellas and I'd create live remixes on the fly from scratch, improvised live remix production for these acapellas. So basically it'll be a dance floor set, and it's like people are hearing records, but they're hearing every record, every beat is being created as they're hearing it. So that's a show I do a lot in a solo context. And then it made sense to, let me take that concept and kind of expand that a little and bring the jazz trio in there. That piano-based drums into play, well, any trio, sax-based drums, whatever it is. There's something magical to me about a three-man improvisational unit. I've always acapellas and source material, and the guys don't even really know what I'm going to do. So for them it's super spontaneous. There's reference points they know that I'll bring in, but that's about it. And then tonight I have Tim LaFarbe on bass, fantastic bass player. He's played with everyone from Bob James to Snoop Dogg to young cats like Jason Linder. And then Dexter Story on drums, great producer, multi-instrumentalist. He and I have worked a lot with Dwight Tribble's ensemble. He's also into Ethiopian music and all this different stuff, so to bring that all together, it's a really creative unit. And I wasn't hip to VJ until a few months back. I started checking him out. He's amazing, really amazing. And he's bringing his own language to the trio, the same way that Jason Moran is. And Jason Linder as well. I love hearing that. Improvised music to me, it's about bringing your life experience to the moment. And every one of us has had a different life experience, so no one's going to sound the same. If I hear a gig and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but it's cool, and that's what it's all about for me.